What's up, YouTube? This is Boston Chris. Welcome to my channel, Boston Chris Comics. So today I have a video full of some stuff that I had meant to show because I had picked it up a while ago and just got really busy and didn't have a lot of time to show everything. I came on and did my last haul video, and I wanted to get that out of the way so I could show this stuff. Basically, it's just, new issues that I had picked up and just a couple other things that I just wanted to show off. So, I want to just get right into everything and just start off with a book that everybody has, because speculation is crazy on this series right now, and everybody was just, trying to figure out when the first appearance of this character was going to be. So we have Amazing Spider-Man 798. This was believed to have been the first appearance of the Red Goblin. In this, basically, you have the, appearance of Green Goblin with the Carnage symbiote on it. So it's not Red Goblin, at least not just yet. 799, they reveal another character that has, the Carnage symbiote on him as well. So I don't know if that's going to be the Red Goblin completely or not. I've been collecting, the Amazing Spider-Man series since the reboot, since they went ahead and, launched it from #1 again because of the Alex Ross covers. I, have enjoyed everything all the way through, and initially had no idea that they were going to go Red Goblin, with it when I first started picking it up. So it's been really enjoyable, really great, and I'm sticking with it until, through, I guess, number 801, and then we'll see what happens when they, relaunch it and make it a new #1. But that's been a great series to pick up, so definitely pick it up if you haven't. If you like Spider-Man, if you're into the story, go get it. Next, we have Batman White Knight. This is issue number 7 of 8. This has also been a really good series. It's drawn by Sean Gordon Murphy, and written by Matthew Hollingsworth. And it's a really, really fun read, and it's a great new take on Batman. Of the alternate universes or just alternate Batman stories, this is, I think, one of the best. I think it's the best one that's out there. Basically, they've gone ahead and just changed the perspective on Batman, where the Joker, through the help of some medication, has, kind of let his mania go away, and he's basically become more coherent, and basically doesn't blame Batman, but shines light on that Batman is actually kind of a problem as well, and that he's not the only one who's, responsible for everything that's gone down wrong in Gotham. And he presents his case and really gets the public to kind of turn on Batman, which is pretty cool, and just sets up a really, really awesome story. So with issue 7 of 8, it's almost over, so definitely one that I've enjoyed all the way through, and looking forward to the conclusion. Next, we have Scotty Young. Sorry, not Scotty Young, but we have I Hate Fairyland from Image, drawn by Scotty Young, and I think it's written by him as well. Let's see, yeah. He does the story and the art, and then Jean-Francois Beaulieu, or Beaulieu, or however you want to say it, is the artist. I like this cover. Sorry, is the colorist. I like this cover. It has, just almost like a painted vibe to it, like it's, just done on a canvas and stuff like that. Great series, really, really fun. If you like something, that just is really funny, kind of oddball, really over-the-top type comic, definitely want to be picking up. It's up to issue only 18 right now. The actual story itself can be picked up in trade, I think, for the first 10 issues. So if you don't have the original series, pick up the 10 issues in trade if you can. Next, we have Green Lantern number 44. These have been awesome. Definitely a great series. Really cool cover. Actually, let me show the cover a little better. So that, I think, is an awesome cover. That's the B cover. And just really awesome work done, on this book, just showing how these two new Lanterns are coming of age and really just kind of getting started out. Again, another great series. It comes out bi-monthly, so it's at this point I would say look for trades if you can. I mean, if you really, really want to go back and get everything from issue number 1, there hasn't been anything so super key or really speculative, that's got speculators really, buying it up like crazy. So you should be able to get it. It's probably going to be a little pricey, at $3 a pop, but if your shop is having like a back issue dollar sale and you can find them all, go for it. If not, just, pick them up where you can, but, really good issues, really good stuff. Next, I bought both covers of this. We have Batman number 44. So this is, the wedding issue, or, just basically gearing up for their lives as being married. Something old, something new, and then you have something borrowed, something blue. They just that whole, like, marriage rhyme and all that type of stuff. Again, I feel like this is the best and strongest Batman title out right now. I know some people like Detective, and to each his own. I like this one. I think it's been really good, so definitely one worth picking up. Maybe not both covers, but just the series has been really, really good. Next, we have Flash number 43, and these have been really awesome covers by David Finch. We got him fighting Gorilla Grodd on this one, and then following that up, we have issue number 44, which is another awesome Dave Finch cover. He was at Boston Comic Con this year, but his line was like huge, and I just didn't have time to go ahead and wait and all that. So I had other people I wanted to see, and I just decided that I'll see him another time if I get a chance. But next we have Old Man Hawkeye. This is issue number 3. This has actually been a really good series. I didn't know when I was gonna first pick it up, whether it'd be good or bad. I picked it up as kind of a just see what happens. And issue number 1 was really good. 2 continued on, and then 3 was also really, really good as well. I think that for this, it's a cool way to show just the fatigue that happens over the years of being a hero. Dealing with just the different stuff that they do, all the different missions they go on, all the losses that they take as far as like friendships and stuff like that, all the just battle, all the toll that the battles take on them, and then just to see as older people, how they cope with it and everything. It's pretty cool. I think it's a little different because it's just like, he, I think, forced himself out of being a hero, but then in this series is, kind of brought back into it because of different circumstances that are against his control, really. And it reminds me, I didn't read the original Old Man Logan that the movie was based on and everything. I didn't have, I just wasn't collecting as I wasn't collecting as much as I normally would have been at that point, so I kind of missed out on that story. I never picked up the trade or anything like that. I just kind of let it go. This one, I just decided to go along with it, just for fun, just to read it out and everything. I have to say, if I'm going to draw comparisons between this and the story of kind of like heroes that are brought back into a situation kind of against their will, I would liken this kind of to Watchmen in that way, where it's just like you basically have a group of people that their time has passed and they're done being heroes, like but a different circumstance kind of forces them back into that life a little bit, and you kind of get to see how that really affects them and everything like that. So not exactly. I mean, it may not be the best comparison, but that's just the one that came to mind right now. But anyway, Old Man Hawkeye is solid. Go ahead and pick it up. It's good stuff. Then we have Old Man Logan, issue number 37. Really cool cover here. This is Mike Deodato. And here he is fighting Bullseye. And then you have issue number 38, where he's fighting the Kingpin, which is, really kind of funny that he's, that he's gone ahead and he's fighting these old Daredevil villains. And it's actually kind of funny because Weapon Lost, and the reason I'm not just like some like crazy, just like, oh, I have all this stored up here. No, I looked at the back cover, and so right here you have Weapon Lost, and you see Daredevil on the cover of that. So, is it a coincidence? Is it something that they meant to do? who knows? But it's just funny that, 2 issues in a row you have Bullseye, then you have Kingpin, two, major villains in Daredevil's world. Next up we have Darth Vader number 14. This is a really awesome cover. I like that he's, kind of stalking somebody through the water. It's just like, it just gives Vader that badass feel to him. It makes you, wonder who it is that, has gotten on his bad side. What's he going to do? Who's he going after? And you know that whoever it is not going to have a good outcome, because Vader, Vader's no nonsense. He's a badass no matter what. So, definitely a great series. I think the strongest out of all the Star Wars books. Both volumes as well. I think both volumes are just the strongest ones out of everything. Some people might disagree and think that the actual main Star Wars title was or is the best out of all of them. But I'm sorry, man. I think that Vader really is that good. Next we have Doomsday Clock number 12. Number 12. My foot. Number 4. 4 of 12. That's what I meant to say. I got 12 in the brain. Another awesome story that they have going on, trying to introduce the Watchmen characters into the DC universe. The biggest thing with this is it's 12 issues. That's a lot of issues. Kind of mirroring the original, but it takes a long. I mean, that's a year. And with comics, it could be more than that, because they take breaks. There's different things pop up. People have different schedule conflicts and stuff like that, so it might take longer than a year to get the story finished. So I think what I'm going to do is stick with picking the book up, but I'm not going to read them, just so I can kind of sit and get the whole story, just because for me, the original Watchmen, I got that in trade first. I've been slowly picking up all of the issues. I think I only need things like number 9 and I need number 9 and 11 still, or 9 and 10. I forget. I have to check it out. But basically, I just need the last couple of it, and I'm all set. The thing is, it's such a big story that I like the fact that I had it all together at once. I didn't have to wait a month to read it. I just basically would read it on my commute to work, and then during my lunch break, I just kind of get bits and pieces of the story as we went along. So I think with a big story like that, that's what I'm going to do. That's just my theory on it. I think it's just a little easier. I know for some people they have to wait for the whole trade, which in retrospect might be a smarter idea, but I've already come into the 4, I've already gotten the first 4, so I'm going to keep going with it. I'm a single issue kind of person. I like to have the actual book. But next we have G.I. Joe. This is the IDW continuation of A Real American Hero, number 250. Continuing on the story with the Lady Snake Eyes. She has a pretty cool run-in in this one with Firefly. And it's basically because she's reliving Snake Eyes' memories through her own brain. So she wants to kill him, Firefly, because of his role in trying to kill the Soft Master. And so, they have a whole big, thing where they hash, they just kind of go back and forth, and she just, really just kind of punks him, where, he threatens her with a gun, and, he's like, I'll kill you right here, and then she's like, you can try it, but you won't hit me. And then so he goes to shoot her, and she is so quick that she basically, ducks under the gun. He doesn't shoot it, he just draws it and points it up at her. And she's so quick that she kind of just goes under the gun and puts her sword at his throat and just tells him, look, you have the chance to leave. I'm giving you this chance to walk away. All I have to do is just flick my wrist and you're dead. And it was just it was really, really cool. I liked that she actually talks as opposed to, actually, I'm sorry. So he does try to shoot her, but she moves so quickly that he can't do it. And then he pulls a knife out of his back pocket, I'm looking at it right now. Pulls a knife out of his back pocket, trying to, basically stab her up. And she's just like, yeah, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I'll kill you right here. I like that they make her talk. I like that you can actually, see, and hair and everything that she's thinking. She's not a mute like Snake Eyes was. That's probably what made him so cool. But I think that she's just a really awesome character. I don't know if they're gonna ever bring back the old Snake Eyes. I know that the old Snake Eyes died before I started picking up the issues, so I probably have to go back and get those ones. We'll see. But it's been a great series. I think it's pretty cool stuff. Next, we have Thanos number 18. Dun, 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 the Thanos wins storyline. And this has been a great series. I've been telling people since basically the first issue to go ahead and pick that book up. I know a lot of people, are jumping on it now because it's popular, because of the whole Cosmic Ghost Rider thing and everything like that. And, it's been a solid series the whole way through. So I think, honestly, I'm glad I picked it up the whole way through and to have it be rewarded by having this storyline, be so good and, having, that Cosmic Ghost Rider, in there and all the rest of that stuff. It's really, really awesome. So I guess if you've missed it, pick it up and trade. If you have it, enjoy it like all the rest of us. And, it's been a great series. And, normally you don't... Supervillain series usually don't go on this long. It's usually like, a quick 6 issues or maybe 10 issues or something like that. But this has been a really, really awesome story. So definitely one that makes me happy because Thanos is one of my favorite characters. And speaking of that, we have some issues of the True Believers that came out that are really, really cool. So we have this one here, the Infinity Gauntlet. I have the original of this, and I should probably do... What I might do at some point is show some of these True Believers and show the actual, issues next to the reprints. But, really, really cool stuff. Next, we have Avengers vs. Thanos. This actually is a reprint of Avengers 125, which I have that. I'm not going to dig it out right now, but like I said, I'll probably do that series and be like, oh, True Believers, here's the, actual... Next up, we have Thanos Rising. I've never read this. I need to actually go ahead and read this and probably pick this up when I get a chance. This is supposed to be like his origin of him as a child and how he came to be who he was. I've heard really good things. I've heard it's like actually pretty cool take on the character and everything. And then next we have, and I ended up picking up 2 of these, Thanos the First. So this is the first appearance of Thanos. This is Iron Man 55. Actually, first appearance of Thanos and Drax the Destroyer. And in the back of this, it shows a story about, Drax and Drax, his wife, and daughter, and an interaction with Thanos, which is pretty cool. But yeah, man, I get to put that in my collection for now as a placeholder for Iron Man 55 because that's one of my Grail books that I definitely want to get at some point. And right now, it's definitely pricey, out of my range. Can't afford it. Maybe in a few years we'll see what happens, but definitely one I'm gonna get at some point, or at least I'm gonna try to, as best I can. So I will always be on the lookout for a good priced Iron Man 55. So and then last but not least, we have a couple of back issues that I was able to pick up. Here we have, and I don't know if I showed this before or not. I think I haven't. I'm pretty sure I haven't. So this is X-Men number 450. This is the first appearance of Laura Kinney, aka X-23, in the X-Men title, which is pretty cool. Not her first appearance overall, but just cool to see that she's in the title and everything. And then you have issue number 451. That's her with the Fang outfit on, standing on top of Wolverine. Really cool stuff. Definitely good to have right now. I don't know if I doubt it's going to be any sort of huge key or anything like that, but it is pretty fun to have that. So with that, that's been just kind of some books that I wanted to catch everybody up on that I've picked up, just haven't had the time to go ahead and show. But I have some another video that I'm going to be making in the next, I guess, day or so. I ended up getting in one of my top 10 books, so I want to go ahead and show that to everybody. I haven't had time to go ahead and unbox and everything. I want to do that live for you guys. And so I will be doing that. But now I'm going to get going, so I hope everybody's had a great day. Thank you all for watching. Again, this has been Boston Chris. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If this is your first video and you want to see more stuff, go ahead and give me a subscribe so you can see what's going on next. And hey, go back and check out some other videos if you haven't seen any of my old stuff. As always, thank you guys all for watching. I'm out. Have a great day.